a lot of creatures can cause pain and feel pain, but human beings are the only ones who can take pain and turn it into a punchline. Let me just say, welcome to paradise. Maybe funny bones. This book does lend itself to funny line every third paragraph. I would have to say welcome to paradise, because usually in fiction we try and disguise things, but here there's a very, very thin disguise. It's transparent almost. Mrs. Funnybones' wit, because if you can laugh at yourself, then you can get away with almost anything. A lot of creatures can cause pain and feel pain, but human beings are the only ones who can take pain and turn it into a punchline. Strangely enough, it would be welcome. Oh! Yeah. It also takes me really long because I'm clumsy and I keep dropping things like books and pens and my laptop, which luckily hasn't crashed yet. This one, I started writing jelly sweets and I had notes, and I think maybe 8 years ago, I had an editor at that time, Sarita Tanwar, and she knew the story. I had narrated the story to her and she'd seen my notes and she kept saying, why don't you write this story? And I said, well, it still is brewing in my mind, and it was also the last story I finished in this book. None of my books, I would take an anthology of science fiction because I love science fiction. Pajamas are forgiving. Also because the original story, the protagonist was meant to be 60, and for reasons I cannot disclose, she turned into a 30-year-old, and I had 2 endings. One was really dark and I did not use the dark ending. You know, like how people have nightmares about their exams, this is the one I have nightmares about. I think it's this one because both my children are in it and so is my dog. So yeah, Mrs. Funnybones, my favorite child, my first child. It's Welcome to Paradise. It doesn't just have my favorite character, it has 2 of my favorite characters, and you have to read it and you let me know which one is your favorite.